Welcome back onto some national news now. Well, the issue of the slain Indian fishermen is taking top priority in all political rallies and talks across the country. Pressure on the ruling government is mounting as the opposition has slammed them over the killings and demanded immediate action. After attacking the Congress yesterday and accusing it of outsourcing the DMK in the 2G scam, today's BJP President Nitin Gadkari was very critical of the Congress and the DMK government for failing to protect Indian fishermen. He also called the Foreign Secretary's talks in Sri Lanka on fishermen's issue is an eyewash, and party leader Sushma Swaraj will be visiting families of the Tamil Nadu fishermen who were allegedly killed by the Sri Lankan Navy recently. And on a lighter note, mocking the DMK schemes, the BJP's top man said that the DMK should give free bulletproof jackets to fishermen like their free colour TV scheme.
I just talk in a sarcastic language. The Charunanidhi want to distribute the TV. Now this time he can distribute their, I listen, there is a big budget for the election. Let us at least give them the bulletproof jackets, because you cannot take your government and central government fail to give them a safety. So otherwise give them a bulletproof jackets.
And speaking on the coming polls, the BJP president said that this time they will definitely make an entry into Tamil Nadu Assembly after elections.
With our efforts, I am expecting a good vote percentage in Tamil Nadu, and definitely in this election there will be an entry for BJP in the Assembly.
Moving on, actor politician Sharath Kumar is echoing the voices of the opposition to unseat the ruling DMK. Sharath Kumar, a former Rajya Sabha MP of the DMK, floated his own political party, All India Samatwa Makkal Katchi, 3 years ago, and now he is all set to campaign against the DMK ahead of the 2011 Assembly polls. He will also announce his alliance plan in a week's time. Sharath Kumar, who has vowed to bring back Kamaraj rule in Tamil Nadu, says he will campaign to bring about a change in the Tamil Nadu administration. Sharath Kumar called it quits with the DMK before the 2006 Assembly elections, owing to differences with Karunanidhi's family members. The actor, who is currently acting in Tamil and Malayalam movies, added that he will complete his movie projects by the end of March and is to start campaigning from the first week of April.
We already made statements against the ruling party. We are very clear in what we are telling the people, and what we really want to change in Tamil Nadu is the administration, and the governance should be very clearly understood by the people, and who is going to give a better government has to also be understood by the people. So we will work towards that. In a week's time, we will announce our alliance. So it will be an effective alliance where we will definitely see to that people are benefited in the end, not us.
Moving on, the Chennai chapter of the alumni of the Christian Medical College met this afternoon to consider the legal defense of Dr. Binayak Sen, who is also a fellow alumnus and an activist found guilty of sedition. Dr. Binayak had strongly criticized the government on human rights violations during the anti-Naxalite operations, and following that he was detained for allegedly supporting the outlawed Naxalites, thereby violating the provisions of the Chhattisgarh Special Public Security Act and the unlawful activities. Last month, the Raipur Sessions Court found him guilty of helping the Naxalites, charged him with connections with a banned organization, and sentenced him to life term. The evidence presented against him included his meetings with the jailed Naxalite leader Narayan Sanyal and certain documents allegedly supporting his links with the Naxalites. Now to some more national news now. Well, Foreign Minister S.M. Krishna has responded strongly to the treatment of Indian students in Tri-Valley University in the US of A. Hundreds of students over there faced the prospects of deportation after the university was charged with immigration fraud. A video footage from the Tri-Valley University campus suggests that Indian students were being radio tagged as part of electronic surveillance by US immigration authorities. Krishna said that the treatment of these students was unacceptable.
In Government of India's opinion, the whole development with reference to Tri-Valley University was avoidable and adding insult to the injury the way some of the students have been treated by the authorities is unacceptable.
Moving on, Karmapa, the Tibetan spiritual leader in Dharamshala, was questioned again this noon in connection with the suspected Chinese links. There are reports of raids in locations across Delhi. Reports say raids are being conducted in North Delhi. Police in Dharamshala have also arrested a hotelier and a banker in this case. A suspected plan of his to set up China-friendly institutions across the Himalayan region, and Karmapa's 2 accountants are already under arrest. A currency amounting to 8.5 crore rupees was recovered from one of them. Police also found 1 crore in a car a few days back, and the probe will also look at the presence of a huge amount of yuan in the seizure.
He is denying all things.
What is he saying?
That he doesn't know the pilgrims and offerings they put before him, and his audience secretary, he used to get them to the account branch. And account branch, which is called Lavrang in their language, Lavrang, and they know what the offerings are coming. He doesn't know anything.
Well, a day after the CBI filed its FIR in the Artist Society scam in which former Chief Minister of Maharashtra Ashok Chavan's name cropped up, the agency today conducted raids on 3 of the accused. The CBI raided the premises of ex-Congress MLC K. Kitwani, Brigadier M. Wanchu, and one of the promoters of Adarsh R.C. Thakur. The CBI had named these individuals as the main conspirators in the case in its FIR. Thakur's house in Nagpur has been sealed, Kitwani's house in Mumbai and Brigadier Wanchu's house in Pune have been raided. And what we also know is that raids are even taking place in Thakur's house in Madhubani districts of Bihar. And on to some news from Davos. Well, Home Minister P. Chidambaram says Pakistan has not arrested one person from the list India has given them as the key players behind the 26/11 attacks. He says India has asked for voice samples of certain people, but Pakistan has not come forward with even one voice sample.
Well, I think it's a leap of faith from 26/11 to the composite dialogue. Be that as it may, on 26/11, our demands are very clear. We think that the persons who've been arrested, they are not the key players behind 26/11. We have given a list of 6 or 7 persons who are the key players behind 26/11 to the Pakistan government. We have given them names, we've given them possible addresses, photographs. None of them, let me repeat it, none of them has been arrested in the last 7 or 8 months. Although I was promised that they will be arrested and they will be interrogated.
And you were promised that by Mr. Rahman Malik?
Yes, by Mr. Rahman Malik. Simultaneously, Mr. Qureshi, the foreign minister, unilaterally offered that the voice samples of several suspects will be made available to India. Now, we have the transcripts and the voice recordings of several people who were on the telephone with the terrorist attackers in Mumbai. So we have said we want voice samples of certain people so that they can be matched.
Can you name those certain people, sir?
Well, the list is with the government, and I don't think we should name them publicly in a television interview, but the list is with your government.
Is one of them Hafiz Saeed?
Well, I don't want to say yes or no, but obviously, since we have pressed for action against Hafiz Saeed, you can draw your own conclusions. Now, not one voice sample has been given to us so far.
The centre courts of a Grand Slam pitched 2 close buddies from junior days and turned the joker to a king in the tennis cards. More on that in just a moment.